one shot.
Good.
Okay, here we are. We're going to build a shelf unit. We got a left side, a right side, a top, and a bottom. How do we know the bottom? It has 2 extra holes. We have our 2 adjustable shelves, our fixed shelf, we'll get back to that, toe kick, and a back. First thing you want to do is identify your hardware. Right here we have the levelers and nuts. There's 2 sets here because 2 are already installed. We have cams, dowels, push pins, and shelf pins. First thing we're going to do is get our levelers on the side panels. You can just spin the leveler into the nut. And we'll put them right in here. Levelers are all the way down. Do the next one. Pound it in. This is going to help you down the road for an uneven floor. Next thing we want to do is grab the cams. There's a little arrow here, points towards the out part of the shelf. Put them in the holes. They should bottom completely out. Be sure there's no dust in the holes, or else you could not have it seated perfectly. So stick all them in. On this shelf unit, there's only 8 of them. Okay. Next thing you want to do in your side panel, put your dowels in. They go in the center hole. There's groups of 3 holes. They go in the center. No big deal. Top here. Okay. Okay, next thing you want to do, grab your bottom. Like the bottom. You got the front and the back. Stick it in the holes. Everything on the line. Okay, we're not tightening anything up yet. You got the 2 push pins. They just push in these holes. Notice there's very few tools necessary. Just Phillips head screwdriver and a mallet. We have toe kick. Stick that in there. Seat it into those pieces. These we can tighten up right now. Just tighten it all the way around. That keeps that toe kick in there nice. Done, locked in. Next we want to take the back. The back goes in the back groove. Okay, I find it easier to do that. Ride it right in. Be sure it's all the way down that way. And don't start taking a mallet and just smashing everything because you'll chip it all to pieces. You don't want to do that. So should all go together real easy. Then we got the top. Stick that into the holes. Nice and easy. Then we take the other side. Gonna start down at the bottom. Put that. Everything should line right up. Just ease it in. If you're forcing something, you're doing it wrong. Nice in. Just hit it with your hand. Now, as long as we make sure everything's nice, just tap it with a mallet. Tighten these cams. Tighten them all the way around till they stop. Bottom side, same thing. Go to the top. Don't start tightening until everything's really, really close to being together. They'll pull in, but you want to maximize that grip. Okay, we're all tightened up there. Now we'll just flip the shelf unit up. Okay? We'll slide it over here. Watch when you slide it on those levelers. They get caught on some bump on the floor, you could shred the bottom apart. Then we got 3 shelves here. The one in the middle will be a fixed shelf. That keeps the sides from flaring apart. On a narrow unit like this, or a low unit like this, it's not a big deal. Measure up where that goes. Stick that in there. These push pins do just that. They push in. Like that. Then we have the fixed shelf. There's a front and a back. If it doesn't fit properly, you put it in backwards. That fits in like so. See, I put it in backwards. There we go. So you'll know. Tighten it up. Tighten up the other side. Okay. Last thing we want to do, grab the shelf pins. Put the shelves wherever you want them. Count the holes down. Shelf pins down here. Okay. Again, our shelves have a front and a back, but they're edge banded on both sides so that they're nice and durable. And they should lock right over the shelf pins. Locks right over the pins so they don't fall out. Again, I got that one in backwards. Right over the shelf pin holes so they don't fall out. That's it. Shelf unit, done. Also, if you come around the back, it's edge banded on the back. What that does, it protects the edge so it doesn't get chipped. Everything's fully adjustable. We're finished top, bottom, all around. So if there's any moisture, it's not going to soak in. What you can do is move it back to a wall. Just be careful moving it that you're not sliding across on those levelers. And if you need to level it at all, tip it back. You got these little feet. You can tip it back. That's the story. Done. Can we come back on that? Okay.